Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. Up next, I'll be featuring Agora Models 1967 Shelby GT500 Super Snake. I am on issue 2, stage 9. Now in stage 9 I finish up with the passenger door. While you're here, don't forget to head over to Agora Models and subscribe to this build. It's fantastic, and I think you'll really like building this kit. With that also, come September, Agora Models announced their new release of the Shelby Cobra. So I look forward to that coming out here in the next few months, and you can head over there to their website and do a pre-order for that if you like. There's also a limited run for that, 427 limited premium editions worldwide. So if you want to get a custom base and custom numbered license plate and all that for it, it's only going to be limited to 427, so head over there and sign up for that. So with that, let's get started.
The interesting thing about testing out high-performance automobiles is that you can only do it with top drivers who can take the cars right up to the maximum.
Welcome back. This is stage 9 of the Super Snake build, and we get a lot of parts in this bag here. More assembly of the passenger door. So I'll take all these out, we'll get a closer look, and we'll start this assembly. Here's a close-up of the parts. Now this is the interior door panel for the passenger door, and that's made of plastic. Pretty nice here. It already has the door lock mechanism inserted on top, so be careful with that. We also get some interior trim. We get the upper trim panel and the lower trim panel. Those are all plastic also. We also get the door handle bracket. That's this plastic piece here. We get the door handle, we get the window crank, and we get a bunch of screws. We get the MP01, MP02, MP03, and MD06. The MPs, the P's, meaning the screws will be going in the plastic, and the D, the MD06, meaning the screw goes into metal. So let's get started. Step 1, I attach the lower trim strip. And we want to go ahead and give it a dry fit here first. So it looks like it dry fits in there just fine. They tell you to check to make sure the holes are cleaned out real good there, and they look good on mine. You may actually have to sand it with an emery board or a sanding stick to make sure it's clear when you get your screws in. We're going to be installing 2 MP01 screws. So if I can see, there's a little bit of chrome plating there in the way on this one. So I'm just going to take my X-Acto blade, I'm going to clean it off a little bit. Actually, it's just a little bit of plating that's in there. No biggie. And once again, insert that in there. I'll be using my Vera PHO screwdriver. It's a magnetized screwdriver. Highly recommend. You can find this on my Amazon store. Even if you don't want to purchase anything there, check it out. Check to see what I have in the store. I have everything from model kits, tools, paints, books, to t-shirts listed in there. So just head over there and check it out. You don't have to purchase anything. So we'll put our first screw in. And the next one. looks tight. Next we install our door handle, and I think the best way to do that is you insert it in just like that, and then it has to actually go down into this slot right here. So once you slide that through that slot, then this retainer bracket holds it all in place. And we can see on this side how the handle functions. We're going to put MPO2s to hold this bracket down in place. And those screws are very small. Here's one started. And get that screw started. Screw it until you feel some resistance and then stop so you don't over tighten it and strip it out. That looks good there. And we can see how it functions in there. Next, the handle takes an MPO3 type screw, and that has a flat edge on it. You can kind of see it right there. Kind of longer, and that will hold the handle in place. Straight down on that. Looks good. Next we're going to put our window crank in, and that mounts right over here on the very edge. It is keyed. It has a flat spot on it. This should key right into that. Right there, a little keyway. We'll put that in. Into that detent. And then we are going to screw it in. What am I saying we? I'm going to screw it in, right? Perfect. Looks good. Now, according to instructions, we mount this to the door next. So I don't scuff up the metal door or the paint, I'm going to put a washcloth down. I'm going to get my door over here, lay that down on the washcloth, and I'm simply going to do a test fit here first. Looks good right there. And before I screw that in, that door panel, I'm going to use my Vaseline here to lubricate the two mounting points. Because we are going into metal here, I make it easier. We're going to have to cut the threads with the screws. I like using the Vaseline. It's more controlling. Doesn't smell like machine oil or anything like that. And it works great. So you can use pretty much anything you have around the house for lubrication. You could use chapstick. I've been using some chapstick, and it works just as well. So now we'll just put this back down on there, and they want us to use MD06 screws. So the MD, the D meaning metal in this case, we're going to use 2 of those. They're a little bit bigger than the other screws, and we'll screw that in place. Going in really easy. to go. Perfect. Looks great. And the next thing to do, they want us to snap this trim panel into the upper part there. So in order to do that nicely, we're going to make sure we get the door handle out of the way. So we'll kind of have to bend it up a little bit, just like that. And then this will snap in. Perfect. Looks great. And that's all we do for pack 9. We pretty much have the whole door assembled at this point. Looks very nice. All the handles. And to show you what it looks like with stage 1 door, we'll put them together here. We have the driver's door completed, and now the passenger door completed. They look fantastic. I've enjoyed this very much. If you haven't done so already, head over to Agora Models and subscribe to this today. Also, they have the T800 Terminator Kit available for USA subscribers. We've been waiting a long time to get a hold of that bad boy, and coming up in September, around September I believe it is, will be the Shelby Cobra 427, the semi-competition version of that car in 1/8 scale. First time that anybody has come out with a Cobra in 1/8 scale. So you can head over and do a pre-order for that. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell for all notifications. Happy modeling, everybody. Take care.